at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna.
OGEbeats.com.
Go. Goranga, Goranga, Nityananda. Goranga, Goranga, Nityananda. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Goranga, Goranga. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Goranga, Goranga. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Goranga, Goranga. Goranga, Goranga, Nityananda. Goranga, Goranga, Nityananda. Goranga, Goranga, Nityananda. Goranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Mm.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hari
Ram,
Hari
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Rama
Ram, Hare
Rama Rama
Ram.
Hari 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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna.
Hari 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 Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama Rama Hari
Hare,
Hari
Ram,
Hari
Hare Ram.
Krishna 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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama
Hare, Ram, Hare Ram.
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama
Ram,
Hari
Ram,
Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hari Rama
Hare Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram.
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari
Ram,
Rama
Hare Ram.
Rama Rama
Ram,
Hari
Ram,
Hari Hari
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare,
Rama
Ram, Hare Ram.
Rama Rama
Ram,
Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama
Rama.
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hari
Ram,
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari
Ram,
Hari
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama. Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Rama Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama 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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Rama
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 Rama Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Ram Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama
Hari Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Hari Hari Ram Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Ram
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Ram
Rama
Hari
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna Krishna
Hari
Hare Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hari Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Nityananda
Hare Krishna,
Nityananda
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya.
Chaitanya
Rama
Shri
Nityananda.
Krishna Chaitanya
Sri Ajita. Gadadara Srivas. Hare Gora Bhakta.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya, Sri
Krishna
Krishna.
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Sri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya Shri
Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Sri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama.
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri
Krishna Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Nityananda, Shri
Krishna Chaitanya.
Advaita, Shri Advaita, Gadadha, Gadadha, Srivasadi, 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 Gora Bhaktavinda, Om Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita. Jesus ain't wrong. How do such words come from a person? Who is she really? Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri. I gotta meet this girl. Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Advaita
Shri
Gadadhara,
Krishna, Shri
Shri Vas,
Krishna
Adi
Chaitanya,
Gaura Bhakta
Shri
Vrinda,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna
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 Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama Rama Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Rama Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Rama Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Rama
Krishna,
Hare
my Lord
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Rama
Rama
Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Shri
Hare Hare, Rama Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri
Nitya.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda, Shri
Chaitanya, Prabhu
Advaita
Nityananda.
Gadadhar,
Shri
Shri
Advaita Gadadhara Sri
Govinda, Jesus, Jesus, Srila
Jesus.
Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Jesus,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Jesus, Srila Prabhupada,
Hare
Srila
Rama Rama
Shri
Rama Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare Hare Rama Rama
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya,
Nityananda,
Krishna
Shri Chaitanya Gadadhara,
Chaitanya,
Shiva,
Shri
Adi
Krishna
Gaura
Chaitanya,
Bhakta
Shri
Vrinda,
Chaitanya.
Jaya Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Shri
Shri
Krishna,
Advaita,
Shri Krishna
Gadadhara,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Rasa Adi Gaura
Krishna
Bhakta Vrinda,
Chaitanya, Hare Krishna,
Jaya
Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Prabhu
Ram, Hare Ram,
Nityananda, Shri
Rama Rama,
Advaita
Hare Hare, Hare
Gadadhara,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Ramara
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Ramara
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Hare Hare Rama
Miss Fanny,
Hare
just
Rama Rama Hare
two flowers came to the
Hare
sun
Krishna
when this booklet is finished. Unbelievable. How do I get such the good fortune to have such friends? Unbelievable. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Pure hearts. Pure. It's purest in this world. You don't find, I mean, there's many pure hearts here too, but it's so nice to comment on a couple of them. You want to get pure. If I want to get pure, I just come here and look into the hearts of these two, and also Lalita and all the devotees, ecstatic devotees. All the devotees are beautiful beings. My God, they're tens, number tens. Whoever comes here, you really, whether you know it or not, you're really fortunate to get this kind of association. It's very rare in this world, especially now. Oh my God. Shows you how much protection we got here from Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya to flourish in this environment. Krishna, Krishna, Hari 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 Rama. Stay in this circle and all will be well. Otherwise, you're taking your chances, man. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you, Lord Chaitanya. Thank you, Nityananda. Thank you, Advaita. Thank you, all devotees, for coming here to this planet and giving us assurance and hope, real assurance, real mercy, real purification, real purity. Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Radha. Shri Krishna
Hari
Chaitanya,
Gaura Bhakta
Nityananda,
Vrinda.
Shri Advaita, Shri Radha.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Advaita
Krishna
Gadadhara.
Chaitanya, Shri
Shri
Krishna
Vas.
Chaitanya.
Hari Gaura Bhakta
Somebody should
Vrinda.
make a book with the fanny sayings too. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. I'm one of Narayan's sayings too. What he says are really a lot of devotees here. Govinda. Lalita Ganga's classes. Johan. Oh, we'll have a huge, many volumes here. Don't say we don't have fruit here, huh? We got a lot of fruit here. Shri Krishna. Yeah, also a river, rivers. Everybody. Beautiful. Gotta make a joke book, Freddie's jokes. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
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 Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra,
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta Vrinda.
Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. 10th Canto. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna. Continuing on with Uddhava visits Vrindavan. This is Canto 10, Chapter 46, verse number... text number 27. Okay, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Shukadev, 27, yeah. Shukadev Goswami said, thus intensely remembering Krishna again and again, Nanda Maharaj, his mind completely attached to the Lord. That's another beautiful quality of the devotees. Because of their attachment, they intensely remember the Lord. Everything is intense on the spiritual platform. That's why people, they don't understand it, because we don't see this kind of intensity in the world. You don't see this intense love, intense ecstasy. See, and ecstasy is like the happiness. It's people were happy, they're joyful, you're like this. See, but you don't see the intense ecstasy of the spiritual platform till you meet a liberated devotees. See, and practically that translates in getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is proof that we have it. See, proof that we have a relationship with the Lord because of this intense ecstasy. When you read these verses, you see it here alive, intensely remembered. Uddhava's watching this. He's saying, wow, look how intense they're remembering the Lord. Look how intense their crying is and their happiness is. It was more intense than what he had. See? So that's the proof of the attraction of the Lord. Just like if you're attracted to food in the world, you ever see say you're really hungry and you're eating, man, are you intense about it, right? You're really in there, see? Because you're starving and you're really hungry. See? That's what happens, like for lack of real food. And then when you get connected with the transcendental potency, you become intense because now you found real food and you're gorging yourself. And you never get a bellyache. You want more. And you may be satisfied up to a point then, but then the hunger comes back. Separation, they call that. See, now you're under the protection of the spiritual potency. Congratulations, you made it. Many people have made it already here. You're hearing things. We're talking about things that haven't been talked about in a long time. We're relishing what hasn't been relished openly for a long time. What a perfect timing, huh? Krishna has done, Lord Chaitanya has done right here, this time, Facebook Lives, YouTubes. This is the perfection. This is the perfect connection with this kind of thing. Because all kinds of nonsense is being pumped through there. But where are the messages like this? Spoken by devotees empowered with the spiritual potency going over the airways. That's why this could be a mass exodus into the kingdom of God. See? If people start to realize, and they will, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? The Lord is here so much, and every day He's bringing us deeper, 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 stronger, 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 more and more intense, more and more real. Everything. This is apocalypse. It's really true. Everything's coming to light. Even the demons are coming out really open. I was watching. They were doing a demon procession this morning. As we see, they're coming right out, man, doing their demoniac thing. The procession publicly, thousands of people watching, police sitting there watching just patiently, keeping order, and the demons are out there doing it very demonic. It's just like you're watching a movie. See, coming out in the open, everything is. See, everybody's playing their parts. Yeah. See, so because Krishna is everything. This is why it's all under his control, everything. Whether we live or die, which we never really will, whether the body lives or dies. Never has there been a time when I, nor you, nor all these kings have not existed. It's a great illusion, that all this lamentation going on here. See, for the wise person, Krishna says, for those who are in knowledge or something in Bhagavad Gita, there's neither lamentation. You don't lament anymore because you know things as they are. See, the problem, people lament because they don't see what's really real. They don't know their soul is immortal. So they lament, oh, he lost this. Oh, she died. He died. Oh. No death. It's all just one big play, play. It's so dystopian and feels like a science fiction. Yeah, everything you've seen in the movies is coming to bear now. That's what it is. It's just the Lord try to get everybody ready for it. Otherwise, you'd flip out. I mean, this all was in the shadows before. I didn't see this. I mean, I wasn't really looking, but it was pretty well hidden. Unless you're one of these conspiracy theorists, and they were digging at this for a long time. They were seeing this, and they're really fascinated. But since I didn't see it like prevalent, I didn't even care. I was just, hey man, as long as I can get on a plane and go somewhere when I felt like it, everything's cool. But when they started to like locking down and masks, I start to like, hey man, what's the hell's going on here? Who's stopping my activities? Who's trying to stop my activities? Okay. And I found the internet. Hey, we're doing good now. This works really well. Look at us, we're getting strong. It's like going to the gym and working out every day, man. We're getting buff, man. Getting strong spirit, man. Clear, transcendental, transcending all of the modes. Oops. Intensely remembering Krishna again and again, Nanda Maharaj, his mind completely attached to the Lord, felt extreme anxiety in silence. That's, again, one of the greatest things you can get by coming here is this, your mind becoming attached to Krishna. As a matter of fact, this is the only real way to do it, because otherwise amongst the religion in Vaishnavism, you're with people that are not really that attached to the Lord. Maybe there's something, maybe sentiment, and also maybe a little or a lot of fear that, I better become attached because, I don't want to go to hell. I better go to church, just in case there is a God, that kind of thing, and a lot of people, they don't even realize it, but but here you come here because there's people devotionally attached, and you pick it up very easily. Matter of fact, if you came in from the previous life with some attachment, you come here, it'll grow leaps and bounds because the food is here for that. Food in Vaidhi Bhakti is not the food. I learned. Oh, did I learn? I was starving, man, when I spent 5 years in ISKCON. I was starving. I could, they didn't, just go to work, and just come to these ceremonies, and they're just attached to the rituals. And if a little bit of bhakti would show, they would, it's like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to cry in a temple. Stop it. Here, work. Clean the toilets, wash the pots. We need, you work until you drop.
They say cleaning the pot is cleaning your heart. That was their slogan.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You clean. You'll be cleaning for a long time. You want to clean the heart? Come here. Ooh, you'll feel your heart getting cleansed. You'll feel it being, scoured with a, you got a thing scouring a pan. You really could you imagine trying to wash a pan without one of those scrubbers? The metal ones. It take a long time there. You come here, you get the metal scrubber on your heart, man. Just scrub it, scrape. You'll feel the scrape, man. You feel it burning. That's some of the devotees burning in the heart, man. That's scrubbing it, man. You don't get that in ISKCON or any of these groups. You have to have this transcendental potency. You have to be strongly attached to Krishna. People have to see that too if you're going to be preaching this. You got to understand the glories of becoming strongly attached to Krishna and the glories of being in a place where that is going on. The glories of real sadhu sangha. People don't know. They think all devotees is the same. Well, if you want to be a spontaneous devotee, which this is the Krishna conscious movement is heading for, it's all going to becoming a spontaneous devotee. That's why Lord Caitanya came, for God's sake. He didn't come to give you a bunch of rules. I didn't come to give you a bunch of rules. Have you noticed? I'm here to propagate the Lord's mission as it was 550 years ago again. Because now this is the beginning of that. This is the beginning of the real Sankirtan movement. How can you say, well, it's so conclusive, and if you come here, I'll tell you. Right in there, chapter 1 of the Madhya Lila, the beginning, it says a title, beginning of the Sankirtan movement was the Lord crying for Krishna in front of the devotees, in front of first the devotees and then the world. That's the beginning of your real spiritual life. Otherwise, it's not quite real. You got to become a real devotee with real devotion, real ecstatic love. Your transcendental body has to be awakened. Otherwise, you're not quite real. You're just kind of a reflection of a devotee. They call it semblance of a devotee, a shadow of a devotee. Are you ready to go through the regeneration, the real transformation, and see who you are? But it's a one-way thing. It's forever. No, going back into the world of like the guy in the Matrix. He decided he wanted to come out of he came out of the Matrix and decided, well, I don't know, maybe I'll go back in my dream and I'll just, at least I'll think I'm happy. That's why you see people come here. They're very grateful because they've been starved there. A lot of you guys are just continuing on from your previous life. That's why you swell up with bhakti so fast, because you've been starved out there. You haven't had the real food. There's no real food out there. And if you even get a bite, they want to take it away. The dogs out there want to just grab it. What do you think Jesus said? Don't cast your pearls before dogs and your food before swine. But that's what happens when you're not clear. Maya's punching you, and maybe you bring in from another life some bhakti, man, and she just snaps and punches and bites. That's why ultimately you come under the protection of a strong devotee who is empowered, who knows things as they are, can give you, the Lord gives you protection through that devotee. Otherwise, how are you going to grow a garden here of real devotion? It doesn't exist in ISKCON. If you get any bhakti, this kind of bhakti there, they want to take it away. Hey, I'm sorry, man, you don't like this kind of talk? Well, stay in that until you do. Until you're ready to say, oh, yeah, hey, I see what you're saying, man. Till you see enough of these people fallen down or becoming exposed. Some of them will be exposed as demons. They're already being, some of them. Pedophiles, Krishna will expose them. Whatever is true will come to light. If there are demons in any religious group, they're coming out. The Pope, look at him, man. As a matter of fact, they come in, the people that do the research, they say it's all there. That's the head of the snake, is the Vatican. It all is, it's all in there. Oh, I see how Krishna, when he illusions people, he's the best magician. He knows. He's why you're not getting out until you learn how to surrender to that transcendental Lord.
Yeah, there was a girl that I met in ISKCON, She was 30 years old, and she really had an ecstatic experience, and she was so happy. She was talking about it, and the elder devotee said, "This is something you should never desire. You should never desire about this." And she was so really, and she believed it. She really believed it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I should be humble. I should not desire to have these feelings again. That's how they
Yes.
look at
Yeah.
humbleness. You should know.
See, it's a faith thing. That's why ultimately, if you believe in those who are in experience, say you're coming to Krishna consciousness. This is a logical thing. This is a very intelligent thing. You're coming to Krishna consciousness, right? You probably don't even exactly know, but you think you want maybe some relief because they're talking about God, and all. You come for relief. Then you got people who are not really representatives of God because they don't even know about the spiritual potency. And they're counseling you. Now, they're not Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See, they're not a representative of a person worshiping with pure heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. You want a pure heart? You look at Amy and Fanny, good examples. See, they shall see God. They're already seeing God. See, Krishna's revealing himself and his glories to them. See, blessed are the, how do you think Jesus, he realized these things? See, these are all eternally true. I can see these things. I say, yeah, blessed are the pure heart. I look at Fanny and Amy. Blessed are the, look, where's the envy? You see any envy in them? You see even a drop? See, that's called pure heart. See? So you're getting counseling. You go. See, this is the way the world is. You go all the way up into religion. That's why ultimately you have to abandon it for the truth of Satchidananda, the truth of the deliverers in the world. The deliverers are the devotees, the real devotees. There's no other door into that. Otherwise, you got association like that all the way into religion. Not good counseling. Or at best, you get good counseling. That ain't good enough, man. They say, yeah, come here in religion, follow the rules and regulations. And they can't even show you who is envious because they also don't know clearly. Or they may know a little something, but not clear. Nothing's clear. And they certainly don't have the power to overcome it. This is the problem. This is the problem in the world now. And this is what the Lord wants to show. You're not going to, what do you think these stories in Bhagavatam are all about? You notice it's the Lord who wins. But you think you got to see Nishingadev come here like in a big, like a lion and kill all the demons? You think it's like that? No, it's the spiritual potency that wins. He won here already. I don't have to wait for Jesus to come in some cloud, with a big white beard and long hair and say, "Oh, I'm going to save the world." I'm already saved, man. I'm here to pay it forward. Can't you see this now? See, the spiritual potency saves us, the manifestation of that. You see, and you see it's in us. It's in us. You want to be saved, don't wait for the Jesus in the clouds, already here. I mean, show me something more conclusive than what I'm saying. The spiritual potency has come here and saved us. Krishna's name has saved us. Radharani's love has saved us. That's a fact, man. And it can save you Vaitis out there who can't be saved because it ain't good enough. It ain't strong enough, that goodness to save you. Look, even your gurus are falling for it. They're all taking their shots and telling you to take them too and go off the cliff with them. They're still blind. The blind leading the blind. Until now. Yeah, if you got good sense, Krishna will send you here. Otherwise, you'll stay with your blind leaders. And give counseling like that. You should never desire ecstasy. Oh, great counseling. Oh, yeah. And that's what they do. You think that's why it's not strong enough. That's why these good people trying to fight the demons now, it's not strong enough. You got to transcend this. You notice How did Prahlad Maharaj? He's sitting there right in the court, with the king of the snakes right there, Hiranyakashipu, and he's as cool as a cucumber, man. Cool as a cucumber. Tells him, my dear demoniac father. Just calls him right, yeah. And he didn't hate him or anything. You know, read the Bible. He didn't hate him. He said, he just instructed him, my dear demoniac father. Then he went about his preaching, like here, just go about my preaching, pure devotional service, and it's easier than at the time of Prahlad. You should take advantage now. Everybody, you Vaidis should take advantage now. It is easier than the Bhagavatam way of Prahlad. It was very strict. Even the demigods said, we can't even follow the path of Prahlad. You don't have to. Well, the essence is take shelter of the devotees. Believe in their words. That's what he said. Believe in the message. This is better news than what he preached, because Lord Caitanya appeared. He said then, it's the same now. And just listen to the message. There it was austere. You had to renounce. You felt an itch for sex. You stopped. No. Otherwise, you're not going. And to get a little bit of bhakti, that was just a little bit you get. The Lord says, oh, you be a little natural. Don't worry about that. If you just come to my devotees where I've given this special grace and mercy, and you chant with them and take shelter of the real devotees with real bhakti, and I'll give you the whole kingdom. Hey, that's the truth, man. You believe in this counsel, you'll see for yourself that this is better than good counsel. This is a liberating counsel. This is very true. This is the promise. You'll be delivered here, as we've already delivered plenty. So wake up, man. Snap to it. The diamonds are here forever. It's the Shuddha Bhakti potency. That's the whole meaning, the esoteric meaning of Bhagavatam. It's always the transcendental potency that saves the day, and we got it, man, big time. And we just bask in it every day. All is well. We're just God and goddesses of fortune, because we got the grace, and we're here to transmit it to others, to pay it forward to others. And very glad to do it. So the ball's in your court, world. You want to go and keep trying by, thinking that you're the one and that you're the you're sovereign, and you want to fight for sovereignty of the body, or you just want to transcend the whole ball of wax, and whatever happens. Who the heck cares? You're saved. You feel it. You experience it. You act. Yeah, you walk around nonchalantly just like Prahlad did. You think this is bad now? Hiranyakashipu was so demonic, he took over the whole universe. So powerful. Here we got a great message and a great mission and a great spiritual power to give to others, to deliver them into the highest realm, Vrindavan. But, you Vaidis out there, you ISKCON, how could, we know who we worship. We worship the Lord of Vrindavan, man. We worship the Lord of Mayapur, the one that you don't seem to be able to see. He's very ecstatic. He cries, he laughs. We welcome we come here to do follow in the footsteps of Lord Caitanya, which we're here to teach you, add to your life. Follow in the footsteps of Lord Caitanya, chapter 3 or 4 of Adi Leela. Lord Caitanya came to accept the path of ecstatic devotion. We've accepted. And if you don't accept, you're not following his path yet. You don't know that, Lord. We do, because we accepted that path, and we get the realizations that he has. Because we accepted, we follow in the footsteps of the residents of Vrindavan, which is taught by Lord Caitanya, to accept the path of ecstatic love when it's here and being preached. not being held back and say this idea, oh, well, Prabhupada didn't preach. Well, too bad, man. That was then. This is 50 years in the future, and you should be kissing the ground that Lord Caitanya is allowing this path to be preached so soon and not waiting 2,000 years for it to be preached or 550 more years, and you're gone. You're out of here in your hellhole or in the demigod realm and waiting to be born when this is being preached again. Like right now. This is how you got to, this is what Lord Caitanya means to sell this bhakti, man. It's a hard sell with people in Maya. Not really hard, but you got to show that you got the product, man. And that product is great and powerful and liberates souls out of illusion. Shamagori is listening. Okay, listen good there, Shamagori. So just tolerate everything that's going on because of your previous karma. So what? You found this place. Just stay here and tolerate whatever it is, body aches, emotional problems. Yeah, you're screwed up because Maya screws everybody up, but you're here. Somehow or other, you're washed up on the shore. Just stay here in this circle and tolerate whatever is going on with your minds or emotions and crazy, whatever it is. We deliver even the crazies here. You could be a retard, crazy, householder, sunya. I don't care. You come here, you stay here, and you accept the path of ecstatic love. You're easily delivered. That simple. You believe this word, then you won't believe any lies, because it's the truth that keeps this Sangha intact. It's the truth that keeps Krishna here and Radha here. She likes the truth. She only demands the truth. She doesn't want to hear any speculation. She doesn't like lies. Maya does, and if you serve the Maya, then you go into the lie. She takes control of you. That's her other shadow form. It's shadow form. It's God has it's all the Lord here in all his forms. You know, it's interesting. I saw something said, watch this kind of was like a demon devil movie, you know, with the demons and all of this stuff and good people. And, you know, it's like a mixture, the whole thing. And it was an interesting scene here. There was a guy, this lady was seeing something, you know, like a kind of a ghost person, very powerful. And you couldn't tell, was this person good or bad? You couldn't tell. It wouldn't show. I thought, this is very interesting. And then it came to a point of intimacy where this ghost says, well, you know, I gave myself to your forefather, you know, foremother, you know, and you take the necklace she gave off and then you put it on. Are you going to accept me? I'm going to show you who I am. Will you accept me? And so she took the necklace off, and so he started to reveal himself. He says, I'm the saint. I'm the demon. I'm everything. And all these different faces started to manifest. Will you accept me? And she said, I do. Put the thing on. And then he changed back into, see, the Lord is everything. That's how you become impartial. But you become impartial and partial at the same time. You get the quality of the Lord. Then you become, oh yeah, I don't want it. The demon thing, okay, I'm here to help people come out of that. Don't, you know, because it's a miserable part of the Lord. Come to the transcendental part, the saint part, you know, the transcendental part. Come, serve that part. You've served this other thing. Look how miserable you are. See, that's the Lord's jail. Why stay in jail? You know, the Lord is the jail. He's everything. He's the demon. He's all that. And that's why you see Prahlad overcame fear, because he was into the transcendental Lord. This is how you come here. We'll get you attached to the transcendental Lord, and then you'll find this is your safety. You won't go for the bullshit of Maya saying, Oh, I only wanted to keep you safe. Put your mask on. That's not keeping you safe, man. It's actually destroying your body. It's doing all kinds of weird things to your thing. Putting that thing, you don't get proper breath. You breathe CO2s. I mean, if you analyze it, even from an intelligent, logical, bodily prospect, you see it is not healthy for you. But you can't do that because you've accepted the hypocrites as your leaders. That's that part of the Lord. That's his jail. You want to come out of the jail, you got to accept your God as the word of devotees who accept the word of God. See, the word, I'm just accepting the Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam as it is. And that word is giving me strength. That word has got me true love. See? Real protection. See? And I'm not in fear. See, fear is only when you believe the word of that Lord in the level of illusion, material illusions. This is the problem. See? The way out is the word of the devotees who have the transcendental shelter. That's the message. See? If you can understand even up to that, then you can switch sides. You could say, "Oh, really? Yeah." I mean, so the that part of the Lord, the demoniac part, which is the jail, is telling you, you be safe if you put your mask on. You'll be safe if you lock yourself in the house. And then it gets even more limit. Oh yeah, now put the mask while you're in the house. You see, more limit. Now stay in a 15-minute city. You'll be safe. See? And everybody who's in fear because they don't have this shelter, that's all it is. It's that easy for people of the world to find real safety and real protection and real potency, power, spiritual power. Real happiness, even in the midst of this. And it's available to anybody and everybody. Easily. There's nothing more easy than this path. That's Lord Chaitanya's mercy. He's made it nothing more easy, nothing more exalted in any. This is the practical version of that preaching of Krishnadas Kaviraj. Lord Chaitanya is the only meaning to advancing in spiritual life. This is the manifestation of it, the living example of it. We do these classes get better every day. It's amazing. That's why I come here. I get to be used to give such classes of truth. And I'm telling you, mark my words, this stuff comes true. And if you follow that bullshit long enough, you'll see, and you'll really appreciate it. It's a battle of, there's a battle of good and evil going on. See? But there's another battle that both sides don't see yet, and they will. We're fighting the whole thing. And we'll win. Because hey man, Bhagavatam shows in the book form the Lord has always won. And we're with him. We're his instruments. The demons are the Lucifer's instruments, right? And the good people are the demigods. And we're the instruments of this. See, we all just take our roles. It's fun at this stage, man. Come on, join the fun, man. Join the fun. Can you imagine being at a time like this? Because it's all a play of the Lord, the whole thing. And you found the winning side. You want to be on the winning side, man? We're winning souls back to the kingdom because this is the demigods and the demons. They've always been around, and it's just is all bullshit all the way through. The good and bad. That's why you see the one that we side with, that gives us the right understanding of even the Garden of Eden and what happened there. The Lord said, and I'll just repeat it: don't eat that fruit from the tree, that apple from the tree of good and evil. Don't take one of those sides, because it's going to be a hell for you. You'll be the good person fighting the evil and the evil fighting the good. That's a pastime in jail. Both are in jail. See? We're in the garden. We live in the garden, man. We live close with God. The esoteric teaching of the Garden of Eden is when we were close with God, and Adam and Eve is one being. That's us. See? Combined again, like the Lord is combined, and the Lord only associates with people that are whole. See, the love of God has to be in you. The love of the Word has to be in you. Radha and Krishna have to be in you. See, your empowered state the Lord is like that there, and the devotees are like that there. See, the material manifestation of Adam and Eve split off into material bodies because of eating the apple of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. See, I'm a good person. I'm a bad person that thinks I'm a good person. They all think they're good. Everybody thinks they're good. They're not good enough in any mode. The drunk thinks he's a good person. You got to be better than good. You got to be transcendental good. Shuddha bhakti. See? Got to take the mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's what's here. Yeah. Yeah, it's the word of God. It comes through as transcendental representatives here. Otherwise, it goes into the twisted level. Even in goodness, it's twisted. After a while, you think, oh, if I'm a good person, if I'm nonviolent, right? Don't we like the lady here, the nice lady? I was thinking about her, You should give her a second chance. I don't know. Lalita's given her the chance. Maybe Evo, too.
I'm talking to other nice devotees.
Other ones, too. That's good. All right.
I will write you.
Yeah, Lalita has her secrets. I find out later, usually. Yeah, this is better than good, man, because it's all you think, it's all about what you have faith in. See, that's how you get you get a prophet's reward here. You want the reward of a prophet? You get their happiness, man. And it's eternal. You become immortal, everything. If you follow the righteous, which is nice, righteous is a step, that's why Prabhupada taught how to be a Brahmin and all that stuff, Yeah, it's a step, you get a human body, a vegetarian. Oh, you can maybe born in India, with a Brahmin family. Not necessarily a Vaishnava family. I mean, a real one. You might get a semblance like they're Brahmins in a Vaishnava thing. But that still ain't good enough, is it? You need a real one, a transcendental, he said, who knows the transcendental potency, feels it, relishes it, tastes it, demonstrates it in this world. See? So that you can become, I don't have to seminally make a Vaishnava family. See, I don't do it. I do it the way the Bible teaches, the way the St. John said, his glorification. Those who accepted the word of Christ and the word of his real followers who have the real blessing of Christ, which is the spirit of devotion. You accept their word, and then you're born. See, you find this family. You're born of the word. You got your second birth, the real second birth. You're born of the word, not of ritual. That ain't quite good enough. That's a Brahmin thing still. But, you get the thread around your neck and you're a Brahmin, you study the Vedas and you're still studying. No, you got to be born of the confidential preaching of a devotee. Prabhupada only put it in his books, mostly. He didn't preach it, because if he did, it would be like this. And you see all those that run away now, they would have run away more then. Here we're capturing some, that have done it long enough to see, okay, have you followed enough good gurus or bad gurus? In that ISKCON, you'll find good and bad ones. Some that are good and some that are bad. And a lot of the good ones become bad because of the association. It's all about association. Become overcome with that. If you're tired of that, you want to end it. See, that's this preaching. You believe this word, you find real protection. And it's not a blind belief. You'll experience it. Isn't that nice to actually get an actual experience of the transcendental? Well, that's what the book says, and that's what it says here. You notice Gohari says the same thing as the book, and then you get the experience, and then boom, that's it. It's grounded now. You're also a living example, a witness. Wow, the book says this, Gohari says this, and I experienced this. That's called the witness program, like Lalita, you see? And others. It's great. What a great mission, huh? Aren't we lucky? And I feel every day is just a blessing, like, wow, another day, the internet's working. Another day. It's like Mars prick shit. Because we're at that kind of time. We don't know. A nuke can go off, nuclear bomb, they're talking about it. They could just have a food shortage. They say that's coming down. And so every day, I'm eating today. Giving class today. Another feather in the Krishna. Somebody else comes. You notice one by one they're coming. Another day to preach and to relish the name. Oh, great. See, we live in, better than Eckhart Tolle's, live in the moment and just look at mundane things, meditate and still your mind you can't control. This is the transcendental version. We live in the transcendental now. See, Krishna's pastimes are always going on, always will. In some universe, the Lord's pastimes are happening. He goes from one universe to another universe. See, we're in knowledge. And that's why we can meditate and we're with that same Lord. Whatever universe is in, we're following him, man. There's no time for the devotees. We know it. Lalita knows this. There's no time and space for us because of this devotional potency. That's only for those who are even on the Vaidhi platform. They see the Lord is over there and we're over here. And there's big distance. You see, he's on the altar up there and all this. He's closer than my breath, man. He's closer than my nose. Yeah, I don't have to, just like Jesus said, you have to go all the way, take a pilgrimage to meet the Lord. That's you Vaidhis out there, you in ISKCON. You think you take a pilgrimage to India. You should just turn your camera on and you'll get 1,000 times better result from that because Vrindavan doesn't speak to you. You don't even know who's hiding the Dham there. Shiva is in that Dham hiding the true Dham. He's in Mayapur hiding the true Dham. Only the devotees, the Shiva, they're coming to you. I don't. If they come to you, I have no jurisdiction. That's this place, man. All you have to do is turn your camera on. The illusion will step aside. Illusion have no power in this Sangha. Just like it didn't when Lord Caitanya was here 550 years ago. Well, he's here again. In the midst of us. That's one of his manifestations. He appears in the mist. See, the mist. Isn't it funny, these words? In the mist. Yeah, see, Lalita, it's like a mist. The cloud. This is the real cloud, organic cloud, not this Joel, whatever his name is. The idea we're going to be put in a cloud. You should come out of that cloud, my man. Come in our cloud, man. We got the cloud of Krishna, cloud of Lord Caitanya, Radha, love, Krishna, truth. Come in this cloud, man. It's organic. It's eternal, immortal. You want to become free? This is the place. Whoever develops faith in this preaching, guaranteed liberation. Guaranteed, Vrindavan. Guaranteed! And I ain't saying no exaggeration. Already done it. People already got it. The verse is glorified. As Krishna says, those who worship me directly may or may not attain me. But those who worship in association with my devotees, it is guaranteed that they will get the kingdom of God. Okay? Find out. Come and listen long enough. See if faith will take birth in your heart. Find out if I'm out of line or if I'm in line. See, isn't that interesting? Out of line and in line. But I've seen most are still out of line. Out of line. See, if you're out of line, what do? All the wrong things. All kinds of mistakes, all kinds of things. See? If you're in line, the Lord used you to deliver the universe, deliver the world, deliver your disciples, deliver your friends and well-wishers. Due to your mercy, we are saved. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what a great thing, Lord's given me. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised too, it's like, really? You giving me this job? This is this is you gave me the toilet cleaning. See, I got to do all the jobs too. So, don't think, I have to wash the pots and the and to clean the toilets. But somehow or other, it's not. It's good. It's great. I like whatever job you want to give me, Lord. No problem. This is great just to be with these kind of devotees coming here, man. I've been praying for a family like this. Could you imagine when St. Paul was preaching? He was making nice families. They had the devote. They got the Holy Spirit, and they really felt close to each other. They felt happy to be. I marveled at that. I thought, will it ever be like that again? Will I ever be part of something like that? And lo and behold, here it is. Can you see? Read those pastimes with St. Paul and his family and how beautiful it was, how loving it was. This one lady came to him, and you could tell only the pure hearts that came, really. Well, some others, and also they came to be scrubbed. But, a lot of pure-hearted people came to him. They're beautiful. And they serve from their hearts. And Jesus would say, hey, St. Paul, go to this city. I have people there. See, the Lord would send the devotees to the person who is here to deliver people into the kingdom. Your job is heavy? Yeah, it feels pretty light, doesn't it? You're all part of the workers here. The harvest is plentiful and the workers are few. We're here to harvest now. That's what this preaching is. People you'll see, they'll hear this message. In their heart, they'll know Krishna. Just like Jesus said, I come here to preach to those who know the Lord in their heart. To some degree, they'll hear the message. The Lord will send them. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Let's go here. His mind, Nanda Maharaj, his mind completely attached to the Lord, felt extreme anxiety and fell silent, overcome with the strength of his love. Isn't it a great mystery? That usually you think anxiety is, ooh, that's bad, right? You got to go to take a pill for it. You got to go to a doctor because you got anxiety. And here it says, with his anxiety, he was overcome with love. So this is what this is what we're here to promote, is the anxiety of feeling anxiety about Krishna. Because it's a transcendental emotion and it doesn't produce the same result. That produces the destruction of the material body and the blocking of the spiritual body. Here, this anxiety for Krishna and for Krishna's welfare, is under the yoga maya potency, produces strength for the spiritual body, nourishment. This was nourishment for Nanda Maharaj's spiritual body, his anxiety about Krishna in relation. Go ahead, say something.
It's the anxiety of desperate love.
Desperate love, yeah. Yeah. Anxiety. Yeah, even devotees, sometimes they feel like, where is Krishna? It's a kind of an anxiety. And they feel this eagerness to meet with him, and like, so where did I do something wrong? Where are you today? You know, and it's like a fever. You know, you got a feverish. You know, like where you got to meet with, you know, and then it's the relationship even deepens more. See, it's all about this transcendental play. You notice you go to a play and then you see acts. And you see these words? Play, act. But that's the semblance, because it's the play of the material body and the material emotions, material minds when you go to a play, right? And an act. And it's just an act. Well, it's the same thing. Yoga Maya does the pure understanding of the play and the act and the action. See, action. Yeah, the spiritual body is acting. See, it's a play, but it's a fun play. See, it's a wonderful play. Deliverance is a play. Delivering others is a play for devotees. See, and it's an act because you're acting. See, you're acting like in accordance with the spiritual potency. You have to act. Otherwise, you'll act under the modes. The modes will force you to act in the world and become more and more entangled. See, I'm also inspired to act. You notice I'm acting. You know, this is a play. Dear Lord, this is Vrindavan. It's a play. You start to see the qualities of Vrindavan and become attracted. There's no other way to get into Vrindavan but to come into this act, into this play. Play with us. If you play with us, you're playing with Krishna, who is a fire also, and all your karma is burned up in this play. Otherwise, you're playing with fire in the world. The material modes of nature causing people to act. They're causing the demons to act, the demigods to act. And you're playing with real fire, the fire of illusion. And you'll be illusioned more or less. You come here, you're also playing with fire, and this burns up all your karma. So, your choice. Those who believe in this word, you're getting better than good counsel. You're getting transcendental counsel. Counsel even more clear. Jesus said, I had more to tell you, but you couldn't bear it. Well, I'm telling you that more. See, to tell, somebody to tell you. Okay? Obviously, the Holy Spirit, they say, well, I got the Holy Spirit. Well, obviously, it didn't tell you these things, did it? Didn't tell me. I had the Holy Spirit, didn't tell me these. I had to come and get Shiksha from Prabhupada's books, even after the Holy Spirit. That's why you Christians, how hungry are you, man? How open are you? If you're not, well, okay, that's great. You got some ecstasy. That's qualification to go into the kingdom. Our books teach that. Nectar Devotion teaches that. And maybe you'll stay there with Jesus, and you're only in that mansion. He was hinting about what I'm teaching here. Yeah, he was hinting, my Father's house has many mansions. Yeah, many mansions. And this is the biggest one of all, Vrindavan. But you can't come in here unless you're open and hungry for more of the kingdom and willing to hear from other preachers of the kingdom. This is, Lord Caitanya was more, the angels would come to see Lord Caitanya and learn from him. All the beings, all the various beings listed in the Bible, they'll come to learn from Lord. We're learning from Lord Caitanya, and we're close to Lord Caitanya. If St. Paul was here, or if he was open, he would listen to this too. Why not? Maybe he is. Yeah. If he hasn't heard it already, maybe he was here from the unseen listening to Lord Caitanya. Who knows? But still, you see why you got to come in embodiment to get it. See, we're getting it now because it's what has been revealed in this world. And we're here, right? What has been revealed to us? Well, Jesus was revealed, right? Moses was revealed. What's better between Jesus and Moses? Well, the deeper teaching came through Jesus. Right? Okay, so we're here now. So what is better between Jesus and Lord Caitanya? Well, Jesus and Moses are great, and Jesus is better because more progressive message. And now Lord Caitanya, 550 years ago. These were the great, acknowledged as the great souls. And then Krishna, which we forgot about. You know? Lord Caitanya came to revive the greatest and highest worship. So we're here. So, and Lord Caitanya was here, and his books are here now, just like the Bible is here, and the New Testament is here. We got the Vedas are here, the Bhagavatam's here, Chaitanya Bhagavat's here. Oh my God, are we in a candy store? You know how they say you create your reality, right? People are on that path. They're creating their reality. Well, they're so great, right? They're creating their reality. The Lord has already got a reality and he's revealing it. And whoever takes shelter of this says, why would I want to create some imaginary reality within Maya? And then I still stuck in the Maya. I just go with the Lord's reality. It's in the spiritual world. It's real forever, man. It's more fantastic anything. Matter of fact, your goals in the world of Maya they're not even a semblance of greatness compared to the goal of the Lord to deliver everybody out of illusion. Because all of your goals are in the illusion. It's all in the material reality. Oh, I want to be a big teacher. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be wealthy. I want to be like the elites. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh, unlimited limitations. You come here, you'll develop desire. I want to be with Lord Caitanya. I just want to meet him every day. And then more of the kingdom manifests. Oh, it's so fantastic. Oh, the Lord wants to deliver everybody out of their limited illusions, their limitations. See, their limited paradigms and conceptions and speculations. All speculation, every bit of it. Very little happiness in their speculation, very little spirit. Look, we can deliver people because of this intimacy with the Lord and conclusive understanding and ecstasy. Whoever comes and takes shelter of what we've taken shelter of, oh, they'll be truly blessed. They'll become goddesses of fortune. You want to become a goddess of fortune or a god of fortune? Well, that's what we do here. We've got the greatest treasure. We got many pearls of great price here. Every day we get one. Come into this play. Play with us. This is Vrindavan, the new Vrindavan. Growing every day, just like then. Every day they met with Krishna and they had a beautiful party and it was ever fresh. Every day we meet with Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya, and every day is more beautiful and ever fresh. All our miseries go. As Mother Yashoda heard the descriptions of her son's activities, she poured out her tears, and milk flowed from her breasts out of love. See, there's symptoms of that love. Tears, tears. And for her, she's in that motherly affection, and milk flowed. So there's symptoms of that love. Okay? And if you don't have the symptoms, well, people have to see, do you love the world or do you love God? But people don't know what it means to love God. They haven't seen what it actually shows up in your temple, in this temple, the body. If you love God, man, what pours out of your heart and your eyes are tears, and pours out of your mind through your words is truth. This is what people need to see. You need to come to Sadhu Sangha. There's no other place in the universe except where real, close, intimate devotees of the transcendental Lord are. And especially in the world of the universe, speaking this vibration. I was watching another thing. See, I get all this stuff from preaching. That's why I still don't give it up, because I learned so much. Guy was talking about vibration this morning. See, he's talking about the vibration. Everything. He said, this is the power. It's all about frequency and vibration. You tune into the right vibration and frequency, and you can control matter. You can move it, you can slice it, you can do everything. That's what they did with the pyramids, because how could they move this stuff? They did it by vibration and frequency. And I thought, whoa, that's really interesting. Now apply that transcendentally. Then you start to see why devotees have to come here, because they got to vibrate something that just doesn't just control and slice up matter and move matter around. It transforms it. It transcends it. That vibration and frequency, which is here, will liberate your consciousness in a way that no material, mundane frequency or vibration can. You'll experiencing the alchemy of change of your iron-like material mind and emotions and feelings into transcendental emotions and a transcendental body manifesting. That's true alchemy, man. That's turning iron into gold. See, you need that the real devotees here, the real close associates of the Lord, to have this kind of alchemy take place with your own consciousness. You got to separate it from the mundane, which you've identified with. This is the power. The power is given here to separate your mundane bond. It's like the stuff that takes the super glue, it dissolves it from your bond of this bonding with the material energy and the material people and places and things. See? And they do it by becoming attached to the transcendental Lord. It separates you from this. Detaches you from this. See, only the devotees have such power, of such alchemy. They can't do it. Religion can't do it. Religious followers of rules and rituals and all that can't do it. They're still bonded with the world, bonded with their rule. They're ruled by rules. See, it's still material. They're ruled by ceremonies, which is just a shadow of the kind of worship that we do. That's why even the demons do rituals. You notice they're coming out doing rituals right in front of everybody's face. And they know they get power by their rituals. And the demigods and even the Vaidhi Bhaktas, they get power from their rituals, but it's not strong enough. None of it. They're all in illusion still, fighting each other. See, we got power from being like the empowered version of Bhagavad Gita. I am the ritual. I am the butter. See, the devotee is the butter. They are the ritual too, like Bhagavad Gita. They're empowered to be so. I am the offering of the tears and the passionate heart. I don't need any external paraphernalia. I have it all inside. And so will you. If you come here, you'll become, we think here you get the wealth that your guru has. You don't become a slave. You become as liberated as I am in the Lord. In the Lord, because the Lord is in you, because you found the real path and you're following the real path. Right? Isn't that the scriptures? Here you see the living example of it. It works when you find the complete process. By regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the devotee, the pure devotee, all that's troublesome to your heart, you can see, are you on the path? Is your troubles going down the drain? And as ecstatic love starts to awaken your heart, if it hasn't in yours yet, then you can look around and see in your brothers and sisters, it has already. You can have complete confidence that you found something more than good in this world. You found deliverance in this world. It's the living example of the scriptures. You must find it. What do you think deliverance was when St. Paul and Peter were here? The deliverance was the act of deliverance, the action of deliverance, the Holy Spirit in action in this world. And that same Spirit is here and working in bigger time, stronger, faster deliverance even, deeper understanding of the kingdom. Come on, man. This is the place to be, huh, Lalita? She's drunk. Yeah, Rivers also. She's flying high. She didn't go to sleep, huh? She's like Arjuna. Took her sleep away, man. She was probably up all night. She says, I might fall asleep. And then I'm preaching like this. And she goes, oh, wow. She's transcending sleep like Arjuna did. Uddhava then joyfully addressed Nanda Maharaj. See, Uddhava was seeing all this. See, that's why you got to be a storyteller, man. A storyteller is like this. This is how to tell stories. You really get involved. You get into it, and then you feel the stories. That's the way it's all communities, through stories. Even the Bhagavatam is meant to be transmitted by these stories. See, it's in the book, and then you get a devotee transmitting the story. You get really involved, see, into the transcendence part of it. So Uddhava, he's hearing this story enacted, right? He's hearing, this was the Bhagavatam in action when he was there, listening and seeing this, seeing what the depth of real devotees were. You see why you got to see that? You see why Lord Caitanya, when he saw an ecstatic devotee, ecstasy on a devotee, he said, my God, I'm so fortunate. Krishna allowed me to see this ecstasy, this devotee's worship. I was just looking in the world and seeing only mundane people, and they have very limited feelings, right? And the material emotions, that's all reflected in all these mirrors. Here's the mundane, mundane, mundane. Here I see a person reflecting the spiritual world to me. What a mirror that is. Now I'm seeing reality. Oh, Krishna will never leave. Bodhi said the same thing at the beginning. This is the beginning also of the Sankirtan movement, where the devotees saw the ecstasy of the Lord relishing the holy names like you see Lalita do and other devotees do. In ecstasy, they saw that and said, oh, how fortunate we are that Lord Krishna allowed us to see this ecstasy, this rare ecstasy. So this is the birds and the bees. We're even giving the Vaidis a chance. Get them a chance to hear it. And see it. And let them jump up and down and get really angry about it and all that. It's okay, no problem. We got the order, right, Lalita? We've got you know, what? There could be 10 million people in illusion telling me, you shouldn't do this. I got the order of liberated souls. I got the order of Krishna. I got the blessing of Krishna to do this. I got the blessing of Lord Caitanya. I got the power of the parampara behind this. What are you? What is this? Is like your little army of 10 million people going against this preaching? That's nothing. I got the backing of reality and truth. You got your lies are weak. Your speculations have weakened you, and that's what the Lord wants to show in the world: the strength and the power of the real Spirit of the Lord. Those who are coming here, you see what's going on in this Sangha and not going on in any of those speculators or any of the Sanghas, I don't care how great you think they are, you don't see any of this in the Narayan Maharaj Sangha, any of this amongst the Radhakund Bhangajis, any of this in ISKCON or anywhere. The best you can do is maybe amongst the Krishnas, you see some ecstatic worship because Christ is pleased with sincere followers and he gives them some happiness. The only real happiness for those who are real devotees is God's love, the love for God. It's the only real happiness and the truth that comes from it. Yeah. So and this, you come here, this will all deepen more and more, become more clear. And then when that becomes your happiness, that's it, man. Now your happiness is what the devotees of the spiritual dimension are, because that's what's here. Otherwise, you won't be happy with this preaching if you have contamination. If you're too attached to rules and regulations, you're not crazy enough, like Lord Chaitanya. You're not a madman enough to enjoy this. You got to become converted. I'm one madman and Lalita's another, therefore she takes my words as truth. I could say that too, like Lord Caitanya, right? You got to become like that, the empowered version. I'm here to make people like this. I'm one madman, and whoever comes here regularly, and accepts these words as truth, more truth than any of this bullshit you've been hearing in Maya, we're on the same platform. We can enjoy from the same table. We can eat from the same table. This transcendental madness. I ain't ashamed to say it. I love it, man. I love this food. And if you love this food, you're very fortunate. Very, very, very fortunate. Because Acharya Dev can't eat this food. Missed the illustrious Acharya Dev with his big titles. He can't sit down at the table that Amy and Fanny have sat down on. And others are sitting down on. That Tarun and River is sitting down. That Lalita is sitting down. No, he can't eat from this table. That's how big and how unimportant his title is. I just have to tell them, maybe that'll humble them a little bit and come sit that down at our table. We got the real food, man. It's not the title food. It's just a piece of paper you're eating. He's so great. Well, what's the greatness? The greatness is ecstatic love. Yes or no? Come on, Acharya Dev. Come on, you wrote the nice book. He did a good job. I'm reading this thing. Translated nice. Now come get the fruit of you being initiated by Prabhupada and writing these books and doing some service. All of you, come here and sit at the table and eat the real food now. You too, Kamala Kanta, come and sit at the table and eat the real food. Well, just you do what you do. At least he comes. He likes. I like the guy. It's like he liked the guy he served. What was this? One of those two great devotees of Prabhupada. Yeah, come here, Jai Pataka, before you're running out of kidneys, man. You can't get any more transplants. Before you kick the bucket, you got a great opportunity, or at least let's get some of your disciples here. You got thousands. Give us a couple. Give us a couple. Let us liberate a couple into the kingdom, man. Come on, you guys. Radhanath. Come on. Where do you see? You want to come and sit at this table, man, and then you'll become a real spiritual master in the real line, liberating your disciples. They'll be crying and laughing like we do, tasting this limitless ecstasy. Come on, wake up, everybody. It's time. Anybody want to wake up, or you want to stay asleep? You want to be a blind leader, leading neophytes? Or do you want to be a leader where your eyes are open and transforming neophytes into devotees like are here? Ecstatic devotees. Come on, man. You get the glory of being a real guru.
They're so in love with the illusion, Guru Maharaj. They are so attached on those illusions. You can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. You come here, you become like here. Can't you see? Look at this preaching. In the midst of, we are not acknowledged by anybody. Not the Narayan Maharaj group, not the Radhakund Babajis, and not ISKCON. Can you imagine? I'm still preaching like this, preaching truth that they don't have. That's how powerful the truth is. Look, it's liberating the devotees here who have the symptoms that you read about of the most advanced devotees 550 years ago. That's how powerful this and we go on with it because we got real. We do real here, and we can see what is not exactly real. We see things like, oh, that's just a semblance. That's just a shadow of the truth that you think is so real. But because we've accepted the path of ecstatic love, we relish ecstatic love. We have these great devotees here that also taste and relish ecstatic love. The Lord blesses us more and more and more, and will bless you if you see that we've come to add to what's already here. It's like Prabhupada. This is the next stage. Oh, Govinda. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Govinda. Govinda. There we go. All right, Govinda. Yeah, we come to add to the... just like Prabhupada, when he came over, he said, I didn't come here to take from the Mayavadis. I didn't come here to take from the passionate people here, or even the good. I came to add this, add Vaidhi Bhakti play, add worship of Krishna, teach about Krishna. See, I don't come to the Vaidhis to take for that Vaidhi Bhakti. I had to learn the lesson of hard knocks, experience. I didn't come to repress this. Even Prabhupada said, he felt better when he finally could express himself a little bit more. The people are still following repressive teachers and gurus. Prabhupada said, my God brothers repressed me, depressed me, and suppressed me my whole life. That's that level of worship. See, and he brought it to another level. Now we're bringing it to another level. My God brothers also, by that level of worship, to me, that was repressive. My whole existence there have been repression, depression, and suppression. Isn't it funny? Even this stage. Now I feel better, like Prabhupada felt better out of that association. I'm out of it, but he didn't give up on them. I don't give up on them. I'm here today, man. You come over here. Come on. Here's our circle. Come into the inner circle if you can desire it, if the Lord gives you the power to. Come on in. Many are called and a few are chosen. Are you one of the chosen few out there? I don't care. 1, 2, 10,000. I don't care. Yeah, but I ain't gonna go and oh, you're so great. Well, come on, you're not great until you have ecstatic devotion. And then you're not even thinking of your greatness. Am I falling down because of getting all these titles and everything, and being respected and honored and all of this stuff here? I just keep on doing the same thing, glorifying the truth. That keeps me safe. That keeps me crazy sane. Ecstatically mad, and that's true sanity. It keeps me purified so I don't go into this insanity of the world or thinking it's about being some great thing or great person. No, I've got the great person, Lord Caitanya. I just want, he's my Lord. Radha is my life. Devotion is my life. Radha is my life. Devotion is my life. Same. Devotion is Krishna's life. Conclusive truth is Radha's life. That's my life. Simultaneously one and different. The devotees reflect the real Radha and Krishna in this world, no one else. The real Lord Caitanya. Notice, simultaneous one and different. I never say that I'm Radha and Krishna. That's a bewilderment. It's like I went to one guy he had thousands of followers. And they were nice, actually. They had nice quality and stuff. But there was one fault. He put himself up on the altar with Radha because he was the Krishna. We go deeper than that. I don't want to be the sugar. I want to relish the sugar, taste the sugar. It's so attractive to do that. The Lord came here to do that. To taste the sugar like Radha tastes it, like a devotee tastes it. See, that's perfection. That's perfect conception. That is highest truth. That's the reality we have here. That's why it's hard to get us. Go ahead there, Lilita. What?
That's when your shelter becomes your addiction. Actually.
Yeah.
It's more than just a shelter.
Yeah, instead of the lie being the addiction, the truth becomes the addiction. Okay, but that's much better because there you find, only in being addicted to the truth of ecstatic love and conclusive understanding of the Lord that comes from that, do you get real intelligence and prove it. You see, eventually people get purified and you'll see gurus, you'll see sannyasis will come and acknowledge it because there's some sincerity there. They'll see, Gaurai's a little different. Well, Lord Caitanya, they've studied, a lot of them study in the books, and you studied enough, you'll see, well, Lord Caitanya was a bit odd. If I'm not a bit odd, then you will never know Lord Caitanya because he was a bit odd. If you don't see this kind of ecstasy, you'll never know Lord Caitanya because he was also like this and even more. If I'm not like this, you'll never know Nityananda because he was like this and much more. He was Avadut. You notice Avadut is in the name of Gaurahari there. I don't neglect that. Because you got to see. Otherwise, how can you go into the pastimes if you don't accept the Lord's nature? It has to be reflected on the body devotee. They have to come into the devotee and manifest the nature. They got to come in and manifest the knowledge, the information, the conclusions. They got to come in and manifest the ecstasy. See, they are got to be with the devotee close and then express that, and then the world begins to get purified. We set fire on the earth. That's what we're doing, man. The fire of truth. Yeah, just come here and stay here. You'll automatically, spontaneously serve the mission. Right, Govinda? It just comes, just the right, what you want to do and here to do and like to do and for Krishna. From the transcendental pickle, yes. I want to see more pictures of Adramana. You notice she has a really nice look, very interesting. You should don't just give us these little glances. I want to see.
Where is Andromeda actually? Where is
Yeah,
she?
where is Andromeda? Yeah. I used to criticize her. I remember. I didn't like her sassy attitude, but now I like it. She was so independent. No, when I see you, I see the mother. Yeah, we're both sassy. I didn't like her independence. Now I like it. I got purified. Now I like it. She likes me better too because I remember she used to, even though I was mean to her, she still tolerated it. She kept coming back. She had a thick skin like I got a thick skin. I used to be surprised because I was kind of heavy with her. Nah! Surrender! What's the only reason I stuck around? That's the only reason I stuck around. Yes, dragon skin. Wow, what a day! Oh, fantastic. Oh, so give us a word, Govinda. Give us a report.
Well, I'm in Spoons, so I hope you can hear me. Yeah, just got back in Coventry last night. It's a great cycle. It's a great cycle. I met a really nice man. He just felt really compassionate for me, and I was like, poor fella, really. He thought, oh God, you got to cycle another 10. I wasn't cycling. Well, I was 10 miles to go to Coventry, and he's thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I could give you somewhere to stay. The poor fella was living in his car. His wife was a bit nutty, you know. Anyway, we had a nice share together. No, not so deep into Chaitanya Lila, but a little bit of fellowship and with a spirit, which you could get. So, but poor fella, 68, man, and he's looking at getting another job. I just think, oh my gosh, what's going on here is truly amazing. I spoke to Andromeda. It was really nice when I was up in Newcastle. What a lovely devotee. We had a nice conversation. She's really creative. It's so amazing to see all these images that we've made out there, and I forget the ones that we've made, and they keep coming around, and I think, oh yeah. So I screenshot them again. It's I don't know, man. There's nothing like this. Top notch. It's the bestest.
Yeah.
Man, it's the bestest. The weather outside is frightful, but Sangha is delightful. It's snowing. It's snowing, but it's like a wonderland.
Oh,
It's a
really?
wonderland.
Snowing,
Yes,
huh?
it's snowing. It's a bit.
You got a place to stay?
I got my tent up and it's toasty.
Really?
It's some.
Toasty with the snow?
I could do with getting a tarpaulin around it. That really makes it toasty, but I haven't got it together yet. But it's okay. It's okay. I've got some Cali gas in there. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, you're charging your battery now? You're charging the cycle battery?
Yeah, I'm in Spoons. I'll charge everything. I'll get
Does it
that
work?
before it's.
Does it work? Good to charge?
Yeah, it does. I'm not charging it now. I'm going to take the bicycle in. I'm going to get it overhauled. Tires, inner tubes. You don't need to know the details, but pucker. I'm going to have it overhauled
Great.
so
Hey, can you get some of those tires that don't get flats?
those are the only ones I ever use. I don't business with puncture repair kits. It's called gel.
You can get those there?
Yeah, I will take it to Halfords a new wheel refit with that gel and tread and inner tube is about 30 quid, 35. So it's worth it.
Yeah.
I did 1,600 miles around Scotland on that. It's pucker, it's worth it.
Oh,
And you
great.
don't mess around in the cold weather with puncture repair kits and
No,
spoons.
no, 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 no. Yeah. So that's great. That's great. So,
Yeah.
so it charges up fine. That doesn't take too long, huh?
No, it charges up sweet. It charges up sweet. So I book it in. It takes a little bit of time now to get bicycle repairs done. So you have to book in advance. But
Yeah. So did you ride it like 10 miles with the pedals, or do you put it on electric?
I got a puncture halfway. I knew it was going to go. So I walked it back. I
Oh, wow.
walked it back about halfway.
Yeah. So,
So,
yeah.
so if you ride it, you damage it. I rode it on the grass, but
Uh-huh.
it's okay. I put it safely out in the countryside behind. Nobody will find it. Nobody touches my stuff there. The farmer's okay. He looks, yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Okay. Good. All
I had
right.
a nice ride into town with a lad who was filling his water canisters from the spring there today. I just said, "Oh, you're going into Cobb," and he gave me a lift into town. Say, waiting for the bus.
Oh, so
So
you
that's
got good
nice.
water out there too.
We got the best. We got spring from the ground.
Wow.
Absolutely pucker. I don't. Obviously, when you're out and about, you do what you do, but the water I use is spring water. It's the best.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, great. Well, thanks there, Govinda. Lily, to give
Thank
us a
you.
word.
Yeah, what to say, Guru Maharaj? I'm still so in that mood of gratefulness for the rasa dances. I'm so in love with that parental love. And once Karuna told me it's because you're a mother in material life, but it has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to
No.
do with it. Nothing. It's completely different because you have no kids. You also relish the mellows of parental love.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
have no
yeah,
kids in material, but it's so
yeah,
deep. Oh my God.
yeah. Oh, I
It's
love,
opening.
yeah. Especially Sachi Devi, and Lord
Yeah,
Caitanya. I like that.
yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to feel
Also,
that. I used to feel that the most too. The love between Sachi and Lord Chaitanya. I used to love relishing that. Oh, over and over
especially when he came to visit her and then she didn't know.
again.
Her cry for oh my God, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it. Also, this it started a few years ago. These feelings of his helplessness. they, you've got to protect him, not wanting to be in a certain place, etc.,
yeah,
etc.
yeah,
It's all, oh
yeah.
my God, it's so rich. It's all so rich.
Yeah, you can feel that even in your own heart when you got all these things. People they want to,
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, I was for a while. I went to Mayavadis and I gave them a lot of preaching. Not
Mm-hmm.
really preaching, but well, we were always talking about Krishna actually. And but they wanted to teach me Mayavadi stuff.
Yeah.
And one morning I woke up and he was really talking to me. I don't want to go back. He said, I don't bring me there anymore. I don't want to go back. I said, okay, man, we are not going back. I promise you.
Yeah, yeah,
Really? Really? It
yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
It happened.
he's not happy. The Lord showed that. He showed in his external pastimes, he didn't like to associate with Mayavadis.
No.
Matter of fact, he wouldn't go and associate with them in Varanasi until he converted them. You know, then the devotee asked, "Your voice sharing." Oh yeah. The He's just he didn't want to. He didn't want to associate with the Mayavadis, man. He just because it doesn't give him happiness. This is why we're devotees. When you get purified, you only want to be with real devotees intimately. I mean, you can meet people like Govinda meets people, and he has a nice sharing with them. You know, and it's beautiful. It's nice. He given mercy to people. They need to make a connection with the devotees. Jesus would also talk. Yeah,
You've got
Jesus
to have the freedom to run away whenever you want.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, after a while, you know. So yeah, I can't listen too long because they talk about nonsense. You know, I lie. It's okay to lie in it. If you lie because they want to get away, because then you're protecting. Because sometimes, you know, so the person don't feel bad. You say, "Oh, I tell this." Some people I meet sometimes they talk. So, oh, you know, I got to go somewhere. I got an appointment. And they go, oh, okay, you know, we'll meet again. Oh yeah. You know, what are you going to do? And see, that's
how can Krishna give us so many different experiences, so many different dances, so many different surprises.
Yeah.
So many different bodies inside of you.
I'll tell you, man. Yeah. You know, there was an interesting story in the Mahabharata. And Krishna told Yudhisthira, who never lied, he told him to tell a lie. Krishna did. He said, "You have to lie. I'm ordering you to tell this lie because it was something to do with to win the war or something." And Arjuna or Yudhisthira says, "I never lie." He was overly attached to not telling lies. He wanted to maintain his, you know, virtue signaling. You know, being in the mode of goodness. No, Krishna, sorry, I'm not going to do that. And so when he went to heaven, there was only one thing that was held against him. He disobeyed Krishna's order. And he's like,
I don't want to lie for Krishna.
For Krishna's sake. That's why I say, but you know, this is not something you would preach. You know, people misunderstand. Oh, because they're so attached. And you can't give up if you're a truthful on the truthful path, like Jarasandha. He never told a lie and everything, but still, because he didn't serve the real Lord, the transcendental Lord, the higher Lord, above goodness, above even Vishnu worship, you know, which is in the mode of goodness usually, you know, his regulative path. So he wouldn't serve that Krishna, and he went against him. That's demoniac. See, you're not, demons go against the real Krishna. So there's a little demon inside even the good people. He was a good king. He was very righteous. But he was listed as a demon because going against Krishna. So that's the humbleness we need to have, is to admit it. Listen, we went against Krishna and the devotional potency, you know, in many lives, even in this life. So we have this, but now we're accepting the Lord, and the Lord is showing this is wonderful, nothing more, you know. And we're here to show, you know, harvest people that are ready for this. You know, anybody you want to come, you want to be happy forever now. Are you ready? You want to see what real good fortune is? Transcendental fortune. You want to be like the goddess of fortune or her maidservants. Even her maidservants were like her. She had thousands of maidservants. You know, and because she was like their guru, and they got what she had. That love that she had, they got, just like the principle here. The love that the guru has, you get. He shows you this is true. This is the witness program. I mean, if I was having bad fruit and I was a demon and all that, even though it seems like it sometimes, just because I'm so truthful. Then this fruit, how can these people be so wonderful? How can these kinds of things that you don't see in anywhere? Transcendental. It shows you, this is what Jesus preached. He preached because, everybody was seeing Jesus. They were saying, I don't know. Do you see? I think he's odd. He's different. It must not be right. He says, well, you judge a tree by its fruit. Look at these people coming. Look at the fruit, the manifesting, the healings, and people getting the Holy Spirit. Yeah. So a bad tree does not produce good fruit. See? So a good tree produces good fruit. Now, what we do is, this is a transcendental tree, and we produce transcendental fruit. This is what's hard for the people in the world to get their heads wrapped around. They very rarely see, if any, even in many lifetimes, seen transcendental fruit. So that's our we are here to teach the value of devotion, the value of transcendence, the value of Sadhu Sangha, the value of conclusive understanding of the Vedas, the value of real Guru Tattva, meeting a real Guru. All these values, these are transcendental values. They get transcendental results. Otherwise, the best you have are material values in the modes, even good values. Values, even, Mahabharat, Narada Muni says, you produce Mahabharat, which had some glories of Krishna, but it was full of sequences of goody two-shoes, be virtue signaling of the virtues of goodness. Good. Do something more transcendental. Get a transcendental result instead of just making good Vaidhi persons that are moral characters and all that. Then you'll really be happy. That's what we do here. That kind of preaching. Get beyond more deeper than transcendental to even moral characteristics. Moral characters. No, it's something transcendental. This is why when you get connection here, you'll find your heart will be fully satisfied. Otherwise, it's not quite. There's something missing, even in being a good, moral, upstanding person. Those persons are still getting their little injections there. They're still being bewildered by Maya.
Come on, Vaidis. Talk finally about Krishna consciousness now.
Yeah. Well, they have to be purified. You have to come here. Come into the fire, man. Come out of that fire and come into this fire, man. Jump into the firing pan, man. Read that what Lalita, what Amy says there. I like that story.
I like that story about Arjuna's never telling a lie and disobeying Krishna because of his identification to the mode of goodness, and that being the one thing held against him. That really illustrates well how attaining Krishna is not by austerities, but by absolute true devotion. Yeah. And it also tells that it's difficult to understand Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
You really, you need a Siksha Guru to explain all those things. Otherwise, you don't understand anything.
Yeah, and you have to see too, you may not understand the intelligence of a real guru, especially at first. And it doesn't seem fair and go according to good standards and all that stuff. But if you see, but then you learn the lesson ultimately. It's the order and the opinion of the bona fide spiritual master that is the active principle of transcendence, of transcendental spiritual life. See, so we have many examples of that in the Bhagavatam where even the order went against, like even Krishna's order to Arjuna went against his moral standards. He said, he was going by Dharma Shastra, which is like the Old Testament, eye for eye and stuff like that, and moral characteristics. And he says, Krishna, I shouldn't engage in this battle. They're my friends, and you should never kill a friend. You should never kill your teacher. You should never do this. And then Arjuna was fighting with Krishna, fight his philosophy, and gradually realized, oh, I see. He was brought to a deeper level and understanding the transcendental view by association and hearing and getting purified by hearing from Krishna. And then what happened? He got transcendental empowerment instead of just being empowered by the scriptures and goodness. See, it's a training wheels. You're empowered by good scriptures, right? And you become a fine, upstating person or a sannyasi and a regulative devotee in the mode of goodness, and you become a little happy. See, you're empowered by the scriptures, empowered by the rules and the regulations and the austerities and the renunciations, the regulative ceremonial worship. You get empowerment. Even the demons are doing that. The demons are empowered by the rituals. Rothschilds said the reason why we're winning is because we worship. We are empowered by the other side. They're even opening the portals to that other side. They want the empowerment that comes from that dimension. That's built in us. We do not work alone. We're not built to that, whether you know that or not. And that's why the demigods, the good people, are more weak now, is they don't seek the empowerment of even the regulative path, even the rituals. They're weakened. The demons are doing it. They're worshiping, and many of these demigod types have given up on God. They don't believe in a God. And matter of fact, the demon, I've been studying this stuff. I've been studying their characteristics. And the demons think those persons, those good people are fools for not believing there is a God. They know their power comes from a God. Of course, it's half the God. It's the one-eyed God, the Lucifer. But at least they get empowered by that. But a lot of people, they've given up on God. And now they're trying to do it on their own speculations. And even that's an empowerment, but it's weak. See, we're teaching, we're also empowered by it. We're built for that. But hey, man, this transcendental empowerment is supreme, man. Gives the best knowledge, the best spiritual, more power to defeat everything, to purify everything, to liberate souls, demon, demigods, sannyasis, retards, anything. Anybody coming here will be delivered out of illusion because we got the transcendental power of the Lord behind this preaching. See? Demonstration of, hey, this, and you can be like that too. You want you want the power of the mask and believing in hypocrites and liars of the Lord in that form? Or do you want this form, this transcendental form of the Lord, to chant his holy name in great ecstatic love, to realize the highest essence of all truths that not even Einstein understood, not even the 33-degree Illuminati understand? You want that kind of power, that kind of intelligence, and the happiness that not even the greatest elites with all their billions have? We got it all here and given all here so easily. Man, we're a hard sell for this, huh? See, Lord Caitanya said you could sell it anywhere. And we're working at it. Well, it's kind of fun to sell it like this too, It's not really that hard, but you really got to be a good storyteller. Tell the ultimate story of the truth. Am I telling any lies? I'm telling you, come here, you'll be empowered by the transcendental Lord. And it's wonderful. Look at Lolita. Does she look happy? You should have seen her 5 years ago before we met, man. I remember I went to Belgium and everybody, they were like they found some life, man. That was the perfect place to be born, in a place where it's such drudgery. I went to Belgium, it's a dreary place, man.
She was saying
Yeah,
She,
everybody. What? Go ahead. What?
Lita was saying, that Govinda is offering coffee to my kitchen floor. Or Freddie was saying, he's offering coffee to the floor, to the walls. She's lovely, love. How she accommodated all of us there. How much has come from that? A lady listening over the fence. That's a pastime. All the devotees that came and congregated there. Amazing what you did, Lolita. It was fantastic. And finicky. Oh, amazing how he would go around finicky and people in the shops were showing us their phones of Harinams that other devotees were doing live.
Yeah.
It just went around the town because the devotee association. That's why it's so powerful when devotees come together. I'm all up for association.
Yeah.
So let's go for it.
Yeah.
Funny
Invite
knew
Govinda
that
over
Guru
there
Maharaj is
somewhere.
coming. Yeah, Funny knew already that you were coming. You know, she did service already. You know, those pictures here.
Oh.
She printed them out because I had no printer. So she printed them out for me.
Oh, great.
Yeah. She did service already.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Yeah. All right. Time for break time. I need to rest a little bit, my voice. So let's play Fanny's favorite song. If Fanny has any other favorites, she can let us know and then we'll play them.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his praying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's names. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of